Hello survivors and welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be looking at the new character that's been added to the game within Premiere called Wayland, and he is a fast character with Decapitate. Now we do have slightly increased chances if you are going to pull, obviously 2% for a 6-star and 2% for a 5-star ascendable rather than the 1%. So double the chances for the rest of the month, and obviously for a couple of days into November. Check your inbox, I think, for the full details. Do tell me if you're actually going to pull for a character because of these double chances. I think I am. I'm getting some coins together. I'm going to try and do a 40 pull in this month. But we're going to look at Wayland himself, and I'll look at the 5-star just because. And basically, he is a fast character who has Decapitate, and as a 6-star, he still has Decapitate. And Decapitate, I'd say, is one of the kind of most sought after specialist skills, just because obviously revive is a big thing right now in terms of just being everywhere, especially within teams where if someone regularly pulls for promos, or if they're willing to drop a lot of coins in the game, they're going to be getting revives. And even if you can get lucky in some of these recent wheels like anniversary tokens, and Decapitate completely sort of like removes the ability to revive a character. As it says, when this character lands the killing blow on an enemy, that enemy cannot be revived. Right now there is no way to cleanse that. There is no way to remove that from a character who has been decapitated. I guess it wouldn't make much sense, sellotape someone's head back on. I don't know about that one somehow. We'll look at the adrenaline rush. It's called Pierce and Pummel, and it is deal 500% damage up to 2 enemies. Those enemies also get 100% heal reduction for 2 turns. I think this is quite similar to the fast Romanovs. I think it's quite similar to the fast Romanov. This guy obviously has a lot of base damage as well, 1,979. So he's going to be doing huge amounts of damage with this rush. And it's going to be going to 2 people. It's pretty nice. Obviously, if you can, if you have the synergy, you get him up with like the free-to-play Dwayne. One person is 100% getting killed and decapitated, regardless of who that person is. If it's a shield, if it's Magnus Shield, she is getting killed because his active skill on Dwayne does minus defense, and that whoever attacks that character is going to get destroyed. And if Wayland's rush goes off, it's great. Now the heal reduction is if that, for instance, if Wayland doesn't kill that character and they have like 1 HP left, if someone else kills that character, they won't be able to be revived for 2 turns because heal reduction actually blocks revive as well for 2 turns. So this is 100% geared towards blocking the potential of reviving a character. This is why this character's been built, basically. He is also fast, obviously, so he's going to be taking down the tough characters within the ranged revive teams, I guess. And we'll look at his active skill, and it is focus and AP gain. So this character gets focus for 2 turns and gains 35% AP. Has initial cooldown of 2, and obviously focus just means he can attack behind shields. So he could even bypass Magna and attack a specific character. Now, for instance, if the other team has a couple of revives, a shield, a command, and let's say confuse Michonne, you could decapitate Michonne quickly, who's going to be like the most dangerous character in terms of damage, just to get her out of the way, and then there's no chance she's going to get revived. So that could be good in terms of attacking behind a shield. Obviously, you can do the active skill first and then gain the AP, and then command Wayland because he's going to get AP and be able to rush. So that's pretty nice. Now his weapon is a special weapon. We have seen a lot of special weapons in recent times. This one I'm not really sure about. I think that yellow or fast weapons are absolutely terrible on attack in general, just because they don't really have anything that adds to attack. They could just have done like a cross trait weapon bonus instead. Double attack on a yellow would be amazing. And it would make sense because he's got 2 blades. In my head that makes sense. But hey, the weapon does look cool, the brass knuckles with the blade on it and everything. But the bonus on it is bonus attack, 150% attack when attacking enemies with less than 50% of their HP. Now I'm fairly certain that this doesn't work with the rush, but it could. It's been a while since I've really tried this out, just because most of the time the percentages on the ones from the armory aren't very good, so it isn't really worth even attempting. It's better to have like absolute defense, for instance. But it could work with the rush. It's going to take someone to actually test it out to really know. Very quickly though, because that's a massive bonus. If your rush is doing an extra 150% damage, you'd really know. 30% base attack, so you could get that up to 40, and you could get the medium bonus to AP when attacking up to huge. I think Wayland on paper is very strong. He's going to be obviously doing a lot of damage. He needs certain characters around him to make him really like reach his full potential. But the base of him with Decapitate as his special is really awesome. And I think, like I say, Decapitate is one of those ones where, like, if you had a character and he was just good and it had Decapitate on top, like, instantly just, you know, launches them up into like the great tier just because of the specialist skills. So straight away, in terms of this character being a great character, I'd say it's a great character just based on the Decapitate. The rush is nice in terms of damage. It isn't anything like super special, but it does quite a bit of damage. I would prefer, and I think most people would probably prefer, that he did more damage to a single target rather than two, just so you can 100% eliminate and decapitate one character. Even if you had like an overall reduction, like right now it's 1000% over two characters, whereas if you were have it to like 600% to one, you probably prefer that just so you 100% know you can eliminate one. I mean, personally, I'm not really sure. It could work out that if you, with mods and stuff, he could do so much damage that it actually just turns that rush into just huge amounts of damage regardless. So basically, if you get him, you'll find out very quickly how powerful that rush can get. But in terms of pulling for him, he is tempting. He is tempting. If I wasn't aiming to do a 40 pull, I probably would, because I've got enough to do a pull right now. And if he fits into your fast teams, he is more of an attacking character on defense. I think he's going to be a liability. But if your attack team has that kind of missing slot, or you have other characters, like if you have the Javier from the login rewards, and you do his rush first, he's going to debuff characters. This character could potentially get another 70% attack or whatever the bonus is from that rush, and he's just going to be immense. He's going to do so much damage, and Decapitate is a really nice bonus. But it's primarily going to work against ranged teams. Melee teams, of course, have got a stacked on strong characters, and he's going to be heavily focused. And without absolute defense, he's going to take a lot of damage. So I think he's a good character. It's up to you whether you want to pull for him, though. Do tell me if you are going to pull for him. He looks kind of cool. I kind of like the look. He's a new character completely in the game. I've never heard of him. I'm not sure if he's legit. I guess we're starting to get into the Whisperer arc and stuff, and so he might be a new character. I'd have to ask Mama Deadheader about that. But do tell me what you think about this character, guys. And if you're going to pull for him, do tell me in the chat. But that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.